Hello everyone and welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you my own original design, the maze bracelet. This bracelet is reversible, so depending on how you like it. I will be showing you the band placement and color as we go along. This design is dedicated to Nix Haley 22 on Instagram, so I also will be dedicating this tutorial to her. She was going to be leaving our Instagram family but decided to stay, so this bracelet is dedicated to you, Nix Haley. Alright, so again, you will need 7 different color bands and you will need 2 looms with all 6 pin bars aligned attached together. So you will need your C-clip as well. I don't think I mentioned that. Alright, and so we're going to start off with 2 bands and we're going to run them from the 3rd to the 4th pin bar and then work our way out to the left and then up, and I'm only going to go up 4 and then I'll work the other side 4 and then I'm going to leave you because this is a pretty basic step, and if you're doing some of my designs you should know how to do this because most of my designs are not looped back to their home post. And again, we're going to work out to the right the same. I think once you've laid a perimeter once or twice, you've pretty much got it, unless it's laid differently. Oop, and I got my hands all in the camera. Alright guys, I'm going to go off camera and finish this up, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back. And I forgot to mention, but our perimeter was these metallic purples and the white on this one. And what you want to do is go all the way up your loom, and then into on the left, and then into on the right, leaving that center open because we're going to use a capping band there after we finish placing the rest of our bands. Alright guys, and so we're ready for our next step, and our next step is going to be pretty simple. So again, I'll do 4 on each side and then leave you and come back. Alright, and what you want to do is work from the 1st to the 2nd pin bar, or the 2nd to the 1st, however you want to go. I like going from the 2nd down to the 1st. But you're going to place a diagonal all the way up the loom, and make sure you press these down because you're going to be placing more. And it's just easier in the looping process when all of them are pushed down. Alright, so up 4 to the diagonally all the way up, continued on that, and then I'll show you on this. You're going to go diagonally to the right, going down the loom, or up the loom if you're working from the 6th to the 5th, just depending on how you're working. Alright, so you want to continue that all the way up to the end of the loom, and then I'm going to go off screen and finish that, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back, and I'm sorry I forgot to tell you again, but the bands that you just placed are going to be these metallic burgundies, I guess right there. Those are the ones that you just placed. And the ones that we're fixing to be placing right now are the purple Persians, going down right there. Focused in right there. That's what we're going to be placing. And on that side, they're right there. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be working a straight line up the 2nd and the 5th pin bar. Again, I'll do 4 on each because this is a pretty basic step. It's the looping that is in the next step is going to be tricky, so just keep that in mind. And on the tricky steps, I'll do more than 4 with you because I don't want you to get lost in the band placement. Alright, so continue that the rest of the way up the loom, and then you want to repeat that on your 5th pin bar, just going straight up and placing pushing them down as you go, because like I said, you're going to be layering several different bands on top of those. Okay, so continue that all the way up the 2nd and the 5th pin bar to the end. And I forgot to mention, I should have thought about this before now, but if you're making a full wrap bracelet, I find 21 fits me pretty good on this design. This is a 21 length, and again, I like them a little on the tight side. But once you add the capping band, you know, it kind of loosens up a little bit. I mean, once you attach it. Okay, so I'm going to go off now, finish that up, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back. And for our next band placement, it is kind of I can't get it out. I can't do it again. All right, it's very complicated. How about that? So I'm going to do this about halfway up the loom, and then I'll leave you. So without further ado, you're going to need the next 3 colors that you want to use. And those colors on this bracelet are the mother of pearl, right there, the burgundy maroon right there, and then, if you can't, let me see if I can get it on there. It's the Persian white right there. There we go. And then on that side, again, the maroon, the mother of pearl, and the Persian white. Okay. All right. So for our first step, we're going to be working in steps up the loom. It's not going to be, you know, like a, okay, you'll see. All right. First, you want to go from the 3rd pin down to the 2nd at an angle, or up from the 2nd pin to the 3rd, however you prefer to place. I like working this way. Okay. And then you're going to take your next color and go from the 3rd peg up 1. And then you're going to take your very next color and work from your 3rd peg to your 2nd across. And then you're going to go back to your original first color and work from the 3rd pin bar down to the 2nd. Then you're going to take your secondary color and go from your 3rd pin bar up 1. And then take your secondary color and go from the 3rd peg to the 2nd peg, and the 3rd pin bar to the 2nd pin bar. All right, and then again with your first color going diagonally, with your secondary color going up, with your 3rd color going across. I think that explains that easier than saying pins and etc., etc. First color diagonally, 2nd color going up on there, 3rd color going across. All right, again, let me stay on camera. Oh, I almost messed up. Going diagonally with your first color, with your secondary color going up, with your 3rd color going across. Oops, get on there. Okay. Do it one more time on this side, and then I'll show you the other side. Going diagonally with your first color, going straight up with your secondary color, and going across with your 3rd color. All right, that's the left side. That's how you do that side. On the right side, you're going to do the same thing, just mirrored image. So you're going to take your first color and go diagonally, 2nd color and go up, 3rd color and go across, first color and go diagonally, 2nd color and go up, 3rd color and go across. All right, a couple more times. Go diagonally with your first color, 2nd color going up, 3rd color going across, first color going diagonally, 2nd color going up, 3rd color going across, going diagonally, up, and across. And I think the really confusing thing is staying up with the color changes, so just try to bear with it. Going up and going across. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you here. I think I've done enough, so even if you are a little confused, you can rewind and get it to the end. So I'm going to pause here and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, and I'm back, and hopefully your loom looks like this. And on that last pin bar, when you get up to the top, you do want to go ahead and place one over the perimeter because it will not be looped back to itself. So make sure you go ahead and place that one as well. And now you know why I named it the maze bracelet. All right, and so our next step is going to be fairly easy compared to our last ones. We're just going to be placing X's all the way up the loom. So I'll do 3 or 4 with you, and then I'll leave you, and I'm working from left to right. And so this is our last band placement before we place our capping band and move on to the looping process. Yes, that's the fun part. And this bracelet is looped fairly differently or uniquely, as most of my designs are. Alright guys, so this is where I'm going to leave you. So just continue this pattern to the end of the loom, and I'll be back when I get to the end. Alright everybody, and I'm back. So you should have your X's all the way up to the end of your loom, and your loom should look like this. And now folks, it's time to turn it around. And you want to take a band and add it to your 3rd and 4th pin bar double looped as your capping band. And now we are ready to start looming. Alright, and that last band that you placed was that green apple Persian, I think it is. Yeah, green apple Persian right there. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. All right, anyway, on to the fun part. So we're going to start looping with our X's, and we're going to take that bottom one and bring it back to the home peg, and take the next one and bring it back to the home peg. Always grabbing the band that's on the bottom, so which is for me the left side. And I'll show you about 3 up this loom, and then I'll leave you because this is a fairly easy step compared to the next one. All right, so again, left to right. Just working your X's all the way up the loom, making sure to pull the bottom band, whichever one you placed first on the last band placement step. Alright, so here's what I'm going to leave you. I'm going to finish that up, and then I'll be right back. Just do that to the end of the loom. Alright everybody, I'm back, and hopefully your loom looks like this all the way to the end with your X's looped back to their home posts, working from the bottom. Alright, and so for our next step, I zoomed in a little bit because it is rather complicated. And so without further ado, here's our next step. We want to work on this 3rd pin bar, and we're going to go in and grab that bottom band and loop it back to its home post. And then we're going to go in and grab our next band, which is going to be our secondary color, and we're going to go up into the left with that. And then we're going to go back in and grab our first color and then loop it back to itself. Or excuse me, to the side to the left. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we want to work our way up the loom, grab the very next band, which should be the cross band, but instead of going here like we did on the first one, we're going to go down at an angle. Alright, everybody got that? And then we're going to go back in to that pin we were just working from and go back up to the left, and then you're going to go back into the pin we just pulled from and go down, or to the side rather. Alright, and then we're going to go up and grab the band that's going across and pull it back down to the left. We're going to go in and grab that next band, if I can get it. There we go. And pull it up at a diagonal to the left, and go up, grab the next one out of that same pin and pull it to the side. And we're going to go up the pin and grab that band going to the side and bring it down to the left. Go back in to that pin, grab the next band and go diagonally to the left with it. Then you're going to go in and grab the last band and pull it to the side. So basically on your first band, you're always going to go down into the left. With your second band, you're always going to go up into the left. And with that third band, you're always going to go to the side. So down to the left, up to the left, and to the side. Oop. Get off there. Okay. All right, I think I've showed you enough on this side how to loop, so I'm going to jump over to the right side and show you how to do that. So it's basically the same thing, just reversed. So we're going to go to the side on our first one, and then we're going to go in that pin and grab that next band and go up to the right and down to the right. Then we're going to go into that next one and bring it down, and then we're going to go in and grab the next band and take it up, excuse me, yep, up and to the right and then across. Sorry about that, almost got confused on my own design, guys. Down and to the right, up and to the right and across, down to the right, up to the right and across. Do it one more time. Down to the right, up to the right and across. I'll do it one or two more times. Down to the right, up to the right and across. All right, so I've worked enough on both sides, so hopefully you're not confused, and I'm gonna meet you at the end of the loom. And I promise, guys, the next step isn't half as confusing as this one was. So, all right, just bear with it, get to the end, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, and I'm back. And so hopefully your loom looks like this all the way to the end of the loom. And I've zoomed back out for our next step because it's a fairly easy step. We're going to be working on the 2nd and the 5th pin bars all the way up. So what you want to do is go into the 2nd and grab your straight band, which should be your very next band, which for me is my black Persian. I'm going to be getting that and pulling it up and to the right, or left, excuse me, left. All right, so you want to do that all the way up. Go in on that 2nd pin bar, grab your band and pull it up and to the left to the 1st pin bar. And I'll do 3 or 4 with you on each side because this is a fairly easy step, and then I'll leave you and come back. Again, going in, grabbing your band, pulling it up and to the left. And for your right side, you're going to be working on your 5th pin bar all the way up. Going to go in and grab that same color band and go up and to the right. So basically each time you loop to the outside, you're going to be covering this next band that we're going to be looping. So just make sure that it's not being looped forward but to the side on that next color band. It's the best way I can describe it. Alright guys, so you want to continue this all the way up to the end of the loom. So I'm going to go off camera and finish that up, and I'll be right back for our next step. Alright everybody, and I'm back. So hopefully your loom looks like this and you've completed the last step all the way to the end of the loom. And so we're ready for our next step, and we're still going to be working from the 2nd and the 5th pin bars all the way up. Alright, so on the 2nd pin bar, we're going to go in and grab our next color band, if my hook will grab it, and then simply pulling it to the side, to the left. So whatever pin bar you're pulling from, you're just going to pull to the pin bar directly beside it. All the way up your loom. Repeating that on both sides. I'll do one more with you on this side, and then I'm going to jump over to the other side, and then I'm going to go off cam and finish this up, and then we'll be looping our perimeter, and then we're done and ready to pull it off. Alright, so again, on that 5th pin bar, you're just working to this pin to the outside on the right. And I'm sure y'all just heard my son offer my dog a treat. So, alright, so you want to continue this all the way up to the end of the loom, and then I'll come back and show you how to close it up, and we'll be done. Alright everybody, and I'm back. So hopefully your loom looks like this to the end of the loom. And now we're ready for our last step, the perimeter, which most of you have probably already known or already stopped the video, but I'm going to show you just in case you haven't. Because if you've made it past all the obstacles thus far, I'm sure you know how to loop the perimeter, but we're just working out to the left and then all the way up. Get in there. Get in there, get in there. I'm going to show you a couple on this side, then I'll show you a couple on the other side, then I'm going to go off, and then I'll come back and show you how to close it up, just in case you don't know how. But we work 4 up on that one, and then I'll show you 4 up on this one. So we're going to work out to the right twice, and then up 4. Alright guys, I'm going to do one more with you and then I'm going to leave you. So just go ahead and work all the way up and then I'll come back and show you how to close. Alright everybody, and I'm back. So I've looped the perimeter up to the top and now it's time to close it off. So we're going to go in, grab that top left band, pull it over to the left, and go in and grab the next perimeter band and pull it over to the left. And then we're going to go to the right and repeat that process, working to the left. Oop. Relieve some of that tension off of that band, and again go in and pull to the right, left, excuse me. All right, and right here is where you're going to stop and get your C-clip and your additional band. I'm going to pull it right there. I'm going to pause it, get my materials, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, and I'm back, and so hopefully your design has come out like this. Your bracelet rather has come out like this on this side. This is what it looks like on the other side. Again, this is the maze bracelet, my own original design. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. Please subscribe, and please leave any comments that you feel where I need areas of improvement, or how you thought today's tutorial went. I would love your feedback so I continue to get better and better. This is my second tutorial, and so please make sure to give me a follow on Instagram. Let me see if I can get, there we go. I think that's pretty clear. My username is @CarolynHamlin, and that's my page. So when you get there, you'll know it's me. Okay, so please give me a follow on Instagram if you're not already, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so now by clicking the little red box. Again, thank you for following me and just inspiring me to keep looming. And yes, loom on, loomers. That's it for today. Thank you guys. See you next time.